Hey guys, 1952 Jeep here. It's Jason. Uh, I've fought with whether or not to make this video or not because it's kind of anyway. I hated it happened to me, but I feel like I ought to share this because it was real useful information. But last weekend I was trying to make a path to my blueberry bushes, running a sling blade. Okay, so Saturday night I got home. Didn't think too much about it. I knew there was ticks in that area, but I didn't think a thing in the world about chiggers or red bugs. And by by Monday, the damage was done. It had showed up, and by Tuesday Tuesday night, I believe it was. It may have been Monday night. I was so miserable I couldn't sleep. So anyway, I want to run through sort of what I should have done and what finally helped me. So maybe you guys, if you ever encounter them, at least you can get over it. Like I say, first thing, what I should have done, instead of just hopping out there in that high grass and sling blading my way through and making my path over to the blueberry bushes, first thing I should have done is I should have thrown some deep woods off, or some form of DEET insect repellent on me. Well, not doing that was my first mistake. My second mistake was not coming straight in from doing the brush work and taking a good hot shower with plenty of soap. That would have reduced them considerably because they don't like hot showers. They don't like heat, hot. Anyway, all right. So, given those two mistakes, I was bit. Generally, a lot of people think that red bugs burrow under your skin. They don't. They bite, they feast, they let go, and by the time you start seeing the whelps and they're itching, the damage is done. They're not there anymore. So anyway, a third thing that I run across was Listerine. They say that I found this on the web. I've never tried it, so do your own research. If I didn't have anything else, I would use this just for lack of having anything else to do and saying something's better than nothing. They say mist yourself down with Listerine will make them let go. The same website also said that it would make it deters lice and ticks. So, and they're all a member of the same family according to that website. But do your own research on that. That's a family remedy thing. Like I say, by the time I was itching that night, I laid down about 8:30, and the itching started up about almost immediately. Well, I rubbed the spots just a little bit. Seemed like, excuse me, touching them made it worse. So I run through the whole shooting match. Put calamine lotion on it, laid down, helped for about 5 minutes. Suddenly it was worse. Wife said, "Hey, this Caladril Clear, it's brand new. Maybe the potency of the calamine's wore off since it's a bottle that's several months old. Let's crack open this brand new Caladril Clear." Well, we cracked that open. About the same results. Then I grabbed some of this anti-itch cream that I had stashed back in some of my medical preps and cracked it open. It didn't help a bit either, really. About 5 minutes worth of relief. As soon as I stretched out and got still, it came back. And I'm going to tell you, these things are miserably ferocious as far as the itch goes. I mean, a mosquito bite, anything I've ever had didn't even hold a candle to these. And this is the first time I've been into chiggers since I was a kid. I mean, young. I hadn't had anything like this since I was young. I normally keep my bug spray with me, and evidently that keeps me from having too much problems. But like I say, I jumped out without it. I had it with me that day. I just didn't put it on. But I'm going to tell you what finally worked. What finally worked was something that I thought of from a show that probably a lot of you guys watch, NCIS. When McGee got poison oak, Gibbs told him to mix vinegar and baking soda together and make a paste out of it and put it on the affected areas. I think the little goth girl down in the lab, Abby, told him the same thing as well in that episode, and I'll tell you, I was just miserable enough that I tried it, and it worked. I've got a little bit of it right here, and I'll just show you. A little bit of baking soda, no actual real specific mix. A little bit of 5% vinegar. And you take that little paste right there and you rub that lightly on the affected area, and it honestly works. I mean, it did on me anyway. Who knows? It could have been just the power of suggestion and thinking that old Leroy Jethro Gibbs was going to give me a head slap if I didn't go to bed, but and settle myself down. But that little paste right there, actually, completely within 5 minutes of putting that on, I was asleep and I was down for the night. So take it for what it's worth, guys. It helped me when I had a terrible, miserable itch when nothing else over the counter would. So like I say, you do your own research, take it for what it's worth. Maybe popping a Benadryl would have done the same thing, who knows, but I'm going to tell you, 5% white vinegar and a little bit of baking soda, and it did the trick. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great weekend. I have have put my insect repellent on and went back this weekend and harvested blueberries, so I'm doing great. So anyway, you guys take care. Take this for what it's worth. 1952 Jeep out.